Welcome back to Chosen Earth Angel Queen channel, where I'm back with another message. I'm going to get into a powerful message today. It's really a reflection on the movie that I watched, 8868. I think I'm saying that 8868. It was a beautiful movie with Kerry Washington was in that movie. And when I say she delivered the best role of 2024, I hope she better get an award for that movie. I'm gonna be, she better get her award for that movie. She better be nominated for everything. If y'all didn't have the pleasure of checking out that movie on Netflix, check it out. It reminded me so much of what my grandmother described when she worked in the airport. Or there wasn't, I won't say in the airport. She worked for a Lockheed and they were doing airplanes. That's what I meant to say. She was doing the airplanes and she was building on those airplanes. But the way they did the movie it was almost identical. I could just visualize my grandmother, because my grandmother used to talk about, we're Black and we're beautiful and we're in this country and we are now one way identifying with being Black. But when we're talking about the 40s, 50s, 60s, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s, they represented being Black. Oh my God. They did it so well. We are not there right now. We are not there. They represented being Black. They cherished being Black. They had so much esteem for being Black. My grandmother used to say, my grandmother said she would walk into that area, and they would walk into that area where they used to have to work on those planes, and they would have, they were just colored women working together on getting these planes together. And she said that they had to talk. She said that they would march out there. She said they would walk with their heads held up high. She said we walked in there like we owned the place. I'll never forget my grandmother sharing. Shout out to my granny. I love you, granny, so much. Shout out to my ancestors. She said she walked out of there like they owned something when they walked around there, and they was working on them planes, and they held so much regard into them being Black and being able to work in the same environments as white people, but and as Black, as color segregated, they work segregated. And in order to show that they were equal to, they had to walk in there like they own it. They had to have the confidence, like, y'all think y'all better, but we're not less than you guys. And they had so much esteem into the race, into the culture, and they were going to represent themselves like God's truest soldiers, because they had to. You already treated me less than. You've enslaved my ancestors. We're free, and now we can, we want the same opportunities as you have. So in order to gain the same opportunities that you have, what we have to do is we have to come correct. We have to show that we are not what you say we are. And man, when I seen that movie, I was crying. Baby, I was crying through the whole thing. Oh, I'm not a big movie person because I don't watch TV. So when I watch, I'm very careful, like I said, with my music and what I watch, because I know that there's programming. I talked about that in another video, programming of the television. That's a visual program. That's what they call TV programs, because they're programming. So when I watch that video, I'm very selective on what I watch, but when I do watch it, my spirit is so sensitive. I soak this stuff up like I'm watching, like I like it's happening to me, okay? So I was boo-hooing the whole damn time. It's a really good movie. Y'all gotta check it out. It reminded me of my ancestors. Oh my God, especially my grandmother, just watching the video, lining up to what she was talking about, working on those airplanes. It was just like, wow. And it brings me to my message. I know I said all that to say, I got a message, y'all. So all that was into my feelings with that movie. It had me in my feelings. And the biggest thing that I could the biggest thing that I could resonate was the fact that I'm Black and I'm in America. And this is a thing that I've been seeing. Like, I've been looking at life a little bit different. I've been looking at life a lot different. And I've seen other stuff too. This is like themes. When I have certain themes, that's what makes me do the messages. How much of self-identity crisis that we're in America? Because, and I heard Richard Pryor was watching Richard Pryor, that's who I was watching. He was saying a joke about it, about how he was saying a joke, and Mike Epps was talking about this land is stolen, we all stolen. And Richard Pryor was saying how it is to be in America and being called a nigga. And he was like, well, that we niggas, but he was making a joke of how it's okay for, like, that's an elite type of thing if you a nigga, and like Black people being niggas, like that's the tribe we is. He actually like made it a joke to saying that nigga is a tribe. It was, it was a good joke, but all those things, like, really, like, I'm going through this, like, this God is just taking me somewhere. I'm on a new assignment, and I'm going through something where I'm starting to identify a lot of things. And one of the biggest things I identified is we have identity crisis in America. Like, we're a whole race. Like, if you look at Africans and you look at their culture, their language, everything about them, and then you put yourself as a Black person in America, you look at how we talk, we think, we dress, the culture, and we are like, we look at our hair like, this ain't my hair. Now, let me tell y'all something. I would not be wearing these wigs if I did not have alopecia and I was not balled up under these damn wigs. I wouldn't be wearing it. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, damn, I want me a conscious brother, but they ain't gonna want me because of these damn wigs, but that's okay. I'm not wearing my bald head. I can't do that. I'm not there yet. I might not have to get there. God might give my hair back, but anyway, that's another story. But I want to get there. I miss my hair. I had the most beautiful hair. I had locks. And ever since you guys see me with the wigs, like, if you know me, then you see me with the wigs, that's when my hair started falling out. Like, literally, that's when I started wearing wigs, is when it got so much to the point where I could not wear my hair anymore. And I started wearing wigs. So I would wear my hair not in the wigs. Like, I say that to say, in America, though, regardless if I'm wearing my hair in a wig, majority of Black people are wearing their hair in wigs, okay? They're wearing the wigs. They are going about their identity in a way that doesn't really represent who we are. It's all about what we were taught for beauty to be. And that's where we're coming at to the forefront with it. And we are changing our identity the most when you look at the other races. Some of them want big butts, big chests, big lips in our hair. But we want their hair. We don't want our hair. We don't find, and I love the sisters that are embracing their beauty and they're rocking and wearing wigs. I love that. And then I also, you can't judge somebody off of their appearance either, because there could be a sister with a looking natural, but they're not woke. And it could be a person that look like me, that look like I'm superficial and I'm super real. Like, so I can't really judge nobody off of identity, but I just feel like I never looked at the Black race and felt like I'm a whole Black experience. And that's what I was getting to. That's the message, y'all, is I feel like I'm a whole fucking science project up here in America. Just how they took us here, like Mike Epps was talking about, they stole, he said, you stole it, they stole you and brought you here to the stolen land. And that's true. It's like, think about this. We're black, we're human, but to them, we're like a science project. They built a country. They got black people, the strongest people that they knew, they felt like was best for the job. That's just like, they hired the best of the best. Hey, I need, like say you were in fashion and you need a stylist. You're going to call the top stylist. You're not going to call. So they went and got the top workers and they brought us over here, and then they set a program up for us. They said, hey, this is what you have to not eat the same foods. You cannot talk the same language. You can't believe in the same God. You do your same religion. We're programming you. We're designing you to be a certain type of human here. And that's what they did. And that conditioning hasn't left. Those conditions and traditions are still being played out today. And it's just like, how can I be taken serious in America being a black woman when I know that my whole identity is a freaking experiment, okay? This ain't really who I really am. Like, who I really am is closer to the people who look like me and come from where they come from. So the culture, this is a new culture. This is like a culture, a 100-year-old culture. This isn't even a real identity. And the identity that they're making us have is not a good one. It's one where we're killing each other. It's one where we're making music about each other and being hateful towards each other. It's one where we don't find beauty in our natural way that we look, or some of us don't. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but and I feel like there might be some shifts and there's some changes, but the foundation of being black in America is starting to feel real science project test, monkey test rat-ish, okay? Like, we're going to give them this. We're going to teach them this. We're going to separate them. We're going to psychologically mess with them. We're going to do this and that and this and that. And then we're going to see them. And then we're going to say they're free. Then we're going to put all these other hidden parameters around them. And then we're just going to watch them. And then the people we do give the power to control to, we're going to make sure that we have them by the balls. Like, we're going to make sure that we control their success. So there is no getting so high to where you surpass me, because at any moment I could sweep the rug under your foot. I could tarnish your reputation. I control your power. I control your money. So there is, like, if you really look at it, like, yeah, America. And then it's like, where do you go? I'm the tourist. I'm setting my traditional ways. I don't want to leave America. Shit. Even though I'm talking about it this bad, I'm going to be right here trying to make a difference. Like, y'all ain't running me up out of this place. You feel? You ain't running me up out of here, baby. Listen. I'll stand up and lead. Listen. So I want to know who else resonate, what other black people resonate, or if there are any other races. Do you feel the same way and why? Because I don't know about too much. I only can speak for myself. I don't know how everyone else feels, but I know that the rate of marriages of black people, everything is just, y'all, this place. But there is some perks, there is some perks of being in America. We're going to have to find them and talk about them. To every up, there's a downside, to every down, there's an up. So there's some good things about the freedom out here that we have. Listen, America's not a bad place if you know what to do with the cards that you're dealt, because there's a way to get to the top. But a lot of people are not reading between the lines and figuring out their way out the maze. And then they get mad when somebody else do. So America is not all that bad, but I'm just starting to see the other part about the other part, anyway. Shout out to America. America, you was one hell of a beast, aren't you? Anyway, if y'all like the message, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribing. I can't wait to rock out back with y'all again. Bye.